Hi, and welcome to today's podcast where we have invited Darren Hayden Joseph from LJ Tax, USA. Darren, can you also give us a background of what you do and what your firm specializes in?
Okay, HTJ.tax, and the website really is HTJ.tax. So we help demystify the sometimes confusing world of cross-border taxation. So we work with private clients who are exposed to multiple jurisdictions. So essentially, if you're just exposed to one single jurisdiction, we're probably on the best team to work with you. But if you are a business owner, investor, nomad, or just an international expat who's exposed to multiple jurisdictions, we can help you structure your situation to be optimal while 100% compliant. And on the back end, we help you with tax returns as well.
Okay, so then can you tell us about the concept of taxation, especially direct taxation when it comes to a US LLC? You know, there is a very simplified concept, like you open a Wyoming LLC and then there is no corporate tax. But what is happening there? You know, really, on what's the actual thing on the ground? How does the direct taxation works when it comes to US LLC?
Right. So again, as with all things U.S. government related, it's not going to be as simple as it is in the Emirates, for example. So the tax depends on the business model, what it is you're using the LLC for, what it is you're doing in the U.S. But generally speaking, in terms of direct taxes or income taxes, you're looking at two buckets. There's FDAP and ECI. FDAP, that stands for fixed, determinable, annual, and periodic. This is more or less passive income. So people who are investors, so people use LLCs to structure investments into various publicly or privately held or traded entities, securities, or whatever. Then that is, so you're talking about dividends, interest, royalties for YouTubers, lots of YouTubers in the Emirates. The royalties is considered FDAP income as well. So basically, if you want to put it just, I know it's a broad brush and it's a bit crude for anyone who's listening to this and who really knows it inside out. I know I'm being crude, but if it's passive income, it's FDAP. If it's income pursuant to an active trade or business, then you're looking at ECI, or effectively connected income. So this is if you're running a shop on Amazon or your Walmart or maybe your own Shopify store or whatever. If it is that you there may be some warehousing at Amazon, you may have representative staff, maybe you have buyers, maybe you have promoters or whatever on the ground in the US. If it is or rental properties, most popularly as well, if there's an active trade or business is ECI. So the difference being that the FDAP income, that the so-called passive income, is subject to normally just a fixed tax rate. So the default is, I know there are exceptions, and it depends on whether there's a tax treaty in play. There's no tax treaty with the UAE, but there are with other countries, many other countries. But the default is 30%. So there's 30% withholding by whoever's paying you that passive income. They're supposed to withhold 30% and give that to the US government. If it is that you're running a business, so therefore it's ECI, then you need to file a tax return. And then you'd fall into whatever tax band is. There's a progressive tax scale in the US like other jurisdictions. So it could be zero if the income is small, or if you tax on the personal tax tables, it can go up to 37%. If it is, I'll leave it there. If it is that you have a corporate structure, it's probably going to be 21% is the present corporate tax rate, but there's also something called the branch profit tax, which may be beyond the scope of this. But that's essentially what you're looking at. Passive income, 30% withholding, active trade or business, you're gonna probably be better off filing a return and paying whatever the right calculated tax rate is.
So if you're a 6, 7, or 8-figure investor, entrepreneur, or business owner who needs a tailor-made solution from a qualified team of professionals, we can help you achieve the international lifestyle, the freedom, and even the tax savings you're looking for. Visit us at htj.tax and live that international life.